because oh, there we go. So yeah, so when I get it into, can you see my screen? Like how to move to your next chapter?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I find it so much easier now that it's on the slides because it'll make more sense. Because I didn't read the book or anything like that. Like, yeah. So what I want to ask you if it's okay, because like I love Russell and I love this format and I know it works and I know you do it and I like it. But I find a lot of it repeating itself. So can I summarize it? Like, can I delete some of the slides if it's repeating itself, or and because I want to make it a little shorter presentation, not so long.
Yeah. So which part you wanted to delete it? So which section?
Oh well, I'm not like so sure yet. Like I might just keep like one testimonial or one case study story, and then when I go into each of the like what we're going to focus on, like secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3, maybe those I'll summarize a little. Like
how about we go through this? Just quickly go through so we know. I know which part you think is repetitive. So if you scroll.
All right, I'll go through it really quickly.
Yeah, let's start. Yeah, first one, how to work on.
Yeah, definitely keep that.
Yeah, my goal.
Definitely keep that. And also, will I keep it black and white, or should I be jazzing this up or branding it a little?
Well, just make it easy. And first, I know you may try to understand a scene in the PPT, and there are so many things you can make it look. Yeah. But I think first, keep black and white. You're gonna.
I actually like that style. Like it fits in with my news message, which is black and white, going back to old newspapers. So I actually like this. So
yeah, it is clean as well, and people don't feel comfortable. So so when you already test it, and let's say, because the most important is not about the design, the graphic. Most important, I would say, it is a script and the structure that is work. So keep this at this stage, and I know it looks like not good when it's just black and white, but you can add some image. It will so people will not just just read a black and white. So when you have the image and a picture and a photo and video, because testimonial you can have a video in the PPT, so it will look way better when you add some image, picture, and a video there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll focus on this.
Okay.
And then
but then let's move to so which part you wanted to ask a question or you wanted to remove it. You definitely need to write down the goal, and because the goal is to make sure headline is getting them attention, introduction is getting them to know what is the webinar about. Then your goal is to and if you go to the introduction, go back to the introduction.
Oh yes.
There is a way, there is a structure to do the introduction like this as well. And so, okay, this is not come from Russell. Actually, it's come from one of the Russell's friends, the guy, and he said, if you wanted to build the rapport with people, like build the connection with people, that's someone who just come to your webinar in the first 25 minutes. That's the most important. And so the best way to build a rapport is to use one of the technique, and he said it's called one-line persuasion system. What I mean is so basically, if you fail to move to the next chapter of life, it's not your fault. So you remove the pressure from them, then they will feel, they feel like you understand them. That's why you ask the question. If you've been concerned about in the past, you cannot succeed, make it right move in your chart, you can produce in fear. So most of the people, they have a fear about making the change, and then you are going to ask them to rest their fear. So that will help you, build a connection with them. And if you thought stop living your best life now, you might think about like engine life, location, style, energy, and even the people you know. Yeah, so that is a part. It means align your enemy. But I don't want to go into too much detail. If you wanted to read the Russell's book, he's going to tell you more detail. But the 5 sentence. The reason why you do that way is that will help you build a connection with the people, because people say, okay, you understand that they have failed in the past to move in a new chapter in life. You understand that they have a concern. You understand that, you know, they have limiting belief. You also understand, you know, yeah. So you understand then. So that's basically. So there was a one of the most important things is people will listen to you is because you understand them. When you understand them enough, they will presuppose you have the solution for them. So
Okay.
that is why. Okay, if you move to the my goal.
Yeah, this part, yeah, totally happy to keep that one.
Okay. I wanted to highlight important living right now. Yeah. So basically, you know, if the people come to your web class, they want to know, okay, what they can learn from here, and so they have expectation. And by the way, the reason why you need to write down your goal is because you wanted to set expectation for them. They have a different expectation from you, and the most of their expectation pretty much is not good for you to for you. Why? Is because let me just give you example about it. I did a wrong webinar, and there are some agents come to my webinar. They thought about it, you know, it's more about like just run the Facebook ads and do the digital marketing for them, and that is their expectation. So if I don't tell them my goal in the web class, they thought about, okay, I thought you're gonna do for me. Then if I just tell them the training program, end of the webinar, I mean, they're not going to buy because they thought about it. You are just going to help me with the Facebook ads, or so you wanted to be very clear about the goal, about the expectation. You basically it is your setting the standard, the criteria to say,
yeah.
So people.
Do you think this ratio is okay? Because like 80% of it, or
Yeah.
even more, is about the moving them, like getting them to change, getting them to realize they want to move, and it's only the last one at the end where I summarize that I want to help them sell.
Yeah. So the ratio is correct because okay, because the goal of your webinar, I'm just tell you the one goal. The one goal of your webinar is getting them to believe you can help them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a goal, you know. So most of the so the whole goal basically, this is a sales presentation. You just have to emphasize, you know, getting them move from old to new because they're not moving right now. So you help them make the change. So yeah. That is you have to spend the majority of the time to do that. Yeah, move to the next one, next slide.
Okay.
And so the only way to help change, yeah, that's pretty much. You're still talking about the goal. And next one.
So I don't like having 2 slides for my goal from this web class. Like I want to try and concise it to only 1 slide, or you think it's
you can put it. You can put it 1 slide, but just make sure don't put it too much words on 1 slide. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for you to read about it. If you have to, you know, if you have to use 2 slides for just 1.
Jason, I'm so sorry. I need to ask this man something. Can I just go for 1 minute?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Bob. How are you? Good. Sorry, I'm in a meeting, but I wanted to answer it quickly because yeah, but just before you go, were you able to find the fan license copy or anything like that? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've. All right. Yeah, if you don't mind, because I phoned council and then they sent me to the land department. Then I had to go to like another department. Then I went to another department, and then they sent me back to council. All right. I'll talk to you later. Oh, it's definitely no. The mineral resources. You looked it up. You told me. Yeah, but anyway, if you find it, that will really be useful. All right. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So that's it. My goal. Finish. If you move to next slide.
Okay. So who is Mel Rosamond? Real estate connector, connecting people to property. I know this was about the awards and the certificates and all that stuff.
Sorry, I think just the people around me. It's a bit noisy. I moved to a quiet place. I think I can.
Okay.
So let's I'm going to a quiet place then.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do.
Yes. So who is Mel Rosamond? Yeah. Yeah. So you I mean here you may just add some picture, add some image, and yeah. So because picture and image will, I think will show.
Okay.
Yeah, will show more than just a few words, and yeah, but qualification, that's an easy part, you know.
I think this one was meant to be all the awards and certificates, but yeah, if you don't mind, I feel more comfortable just having this for the moment until I win some awards or something. This is better.
You don't have to win some awards. I mean, you can just put it, you know, maybe some of your license, real estate license, or you know, put some if you are, you know, this is every small part, you know, basically.
I'll just leave it for now. At least we'll just get it done.
Yeah, for now. So let's move to the next one. My story in deep.
So, one time you suggested not to worry about like the negative of being out of home at 14. Like, so I got rid of that. But what do you think? Just keep it professional and simple. Remember last time I started off out of home at 14 and then starting to bring up that story. Yeah. Do you think it's better this way?
Okay, so you are going to have a you know, couple story, then leave home for time. So if you move to the next one, let's see, how does this apply to you? Okay, so okay, the first story, I want to tell you the first story is called origin story. So you wanted to use origin story to build the, you know, build the connection with your audience. So to mention about like your, you know, homeless 14 and your personal journey, you know, yeah, it is a critical part. And so if you go back to the my story, and that is the part you need to, you don't have to put everything like a script, you don't have to put every words there.
Okay.
What you can do, you can just, you know, briefly go through your story and with some of the image, with some of the picture, with some of the photos. So, and people can, you know,
okay.
This is the first story to get people to build the connection and the bonding with you. And because this is pretty much like first 10 minutes, first 10 minutes, because if the people don't feel, you know, connect with you, it's very hard for them to listen to the rest of the, you know, rest of the presentation. I give you example about this. So let's say when you deal with I'm pretty much you, I give you like pretty much my personal example as well. So
it's okay, I understand what you mean. I just wasn't sure. I went into doubt because the problem is I don't have long, Jason. I'm sorry. I know we said 2 hours, but I was actually going to phone and cancel because I know you wanted it, but then I thought I'd better just meet and then ask a few questions as well.
Okay, sure. Okay, so yeah, you understand the story. So
yeah, I can do the story. That's okay.
Yeah, the story. I just give you a quick example about it. So there are so many, but there are so many internet marketers, online. Everyone talk about it, but there's some of the internet marketer like I resonated, some of them I don't. One of these is Russell because he usually share about this story. He was a college student and trying to figure out internet marketing and basically try to make money online. The reason why I feel resonated is because I remember like a few years ago I was in the same scenario like him. Was there some other marketer? And they are, especially people like some people were like Gary Vee. I don't really feel resonant with Gary Vee. Just I know him, but because his personal story just doesn't really resonate with me. So even if they may, they may be the same type of they're marketer, but not everyone resonated with everyone. The reason why is because everyone have a different story, and you may resonate with someone's story, and then you build the trust and connection. So it is critical to have your story so your target audience can resonate with you, and then they're gonna trust you. Yeah, so that's
but this is where although there's only 4 points here, maybe I'll expand, but so I will do more slides. Like I picture it with I've made a picture with all the houses that I lived in before I was 18. So I'll show that, and then I can so I'll have multiple slides for my story with pictures and that. Okay.
Okay, move next one. And
okay.
How does this apply to you? And so this applies to you, so you can share the valuable time family. So this basically mention about your value, your belief, and so let's say how this is going to apply to them. So that is
okay. Yeah, so
okay. Oh, you don't have to put a color for anything. Just black and white. Later on, when you I guess when you have delivered a presentation for a few times, then you may want to update it. But let's move to the next one.
Okay.
So result preview case study, you work with some.
Oh, this is when I've got my story. It's not here, but I've got my story copy and pasted somewhere else, and it's a good one. And all the locals know them, so it's perfect. So I'll add this story.
Okay, sure. What we'll cover second on how we move this one. Okay, so here you need a 3 story, but the 3 story is different from your first story. Your first story is called origin story. It goes to your personal journey. How do you become the person you are right now today? As basically to explain why you want to help the people. That's basically the first story. Then there's secret number 1, 2, 3. Number 1 is the story about how you come out with a offer. Like how do you move to new chapter in life without making more mistakes? So that's basically you explain to you how you come out with a offer. So that's the number 1. Number 2 is how to sell now. Well, so this is to solve the internal belief. So if the people have the internal belief that they are not sure if you want to sell right now, and because the price, so then you're going to have the internal belief to help them sell. So secret number 3 is how to receive the best price for your property, giving your own back. That is external belief. Some people want to sell, but they worry about the market condition. Then you explain to them to help them solve the external belief. So once if you've done 1, 2, 3, and then
the only problem is, Jason, here I have a block because they're conflicting each other. So secret 2 is how to sell now why price is good, even if you don't have a new home to go to. So I'm saying market's great, sell now. And then this one I don't feel comfortable with because how to receive the best price for your property, giving you more money back for your investment. And then we had regardless of the market or something like that. I just deleted it. But I think I want to polish this. I want to come up with something else because they're both related to price. Like they're too similar.
Okay, so secret number 1 is how to move to a new chapter without making more mistakes. So basically,
that's more mindset. So that's
so it is yeah, so it is help them basically move to the new chapter in life and explain to you how your offer to help them avoid making mistakes. So that should be the correct one. And the secret number 2 is how to sell now. So it is their internal belief how to sell now while prices are good, even if you have a new home to go to. So you mentioned about it. So this one you have to test it because the number 2 is you have to find out if the internal belief is a timing. Because the last time I asked you told me most people don't sell it because they want to wait. So you
Yeah.
just have to.
Also, maybe like, what are your thoughts? I don't want to. I'm trying to get out of like negativity with other agents and competition, and it's giving me a headache. But this is probably one objection or one thing where I have to differentiate myself from the other agents. Do you think, like, why they should choose me, like replacing one of these to bring it? I don't know. Maybe
No, why do they want to choose you? Because in the first secret number 1, you already told them why you want to. Okay, when you have the offer, when you lay out the offer, and
oh,
in the secret number 1, and then you already differentiate yourself from other agent because secret number 1 is a new vehicle. You are you're telling them to go to use. What I mean is let's say for the people who wanted to move to a new chapter of their life, sure, they can go to other agent, they can go to the one, but secret number 1, you already mentioned about, how did you come out with it? So you just directly speak to the people wanting to move to a new chapter of life. So, and when you come out with a offer, that will really differentiate yourself from other agents. So I don't think that is the issue. You don't have to emphasize, why you are different because you just mentioned about, the story and your offer. That will just differentiate yourself.
okay.
Number 2 is how to sell now. So this one you have to just I think test it to find out if the internal belief is the timing, because you mentioned about how to sell now while prices are good. Don't have new home. So you mentioned about it is because most people want to wait. So
Yeah.
so you what you can do is you just have to come up with a story to say why it is the best time to sell right now. So people say, okay, I'm not waiting for, I'm just going to go forward.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got my head around it. I can work on these 3 points now.
Yeah, and the secret number 3.
This is like the whole body. This takes up a lot of it. So yeah.
Yeah, secret number 3 is external, a roadblock. So yeah, people wanted to sell, but external market condition, could be the external one.
Yeah.
And maybe there are some other external, but you don't have to. I think you don't have to. This is not just like a one shot. You got a multiple. This is not just like a one shot. If you miss a shot, you're gonna miss a shot, because in the secret number 1, if you just go to next slide.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna make one note here so I remember.
Okay.
All right, that's okay. I'll come back to it. It's all good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, how do the next one? Just keep on moving. Some people say, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll come back because I haven't done all of these. Like I need to copy and paste them all and stuff.
Yeah, that's all right. You can just always come back. No problem.
Yeah.
Just I will tell you how you don't have to worry about. Yeah, tell a story. Start telling a story, and also scroll down. If you just move to next slide.
So this is where I was trying like, because every single secret has the 4 slides, and I understand it, but the process.
Okay, here secret number 1. Okay, let's say you might also be thinking. So even if, let's say like let's say you haven't sold them. Let's say even if let's say secret number 1 is you're getting them to believe like your offer, is the best offer for them to move to a new chapter of life. Even if, let's say, I gotta use one. Even if, let's say, even if not involve the people, let's say listen to your webinar, they believe that, or they have the, let's just say if your secret number one, just imagine that is your arrow, and you just shoot the arrow. If you miss the shot, you still got the, you might be also thinking. So this one, you still handle other objection around with your offer. So if some other people, if the people have some other objection around your offer, maybe let's say they have objection with the commission, they have objection with the with your maybe with your with your commission rate, with your anything with your offer. So you are going to handle wolf objection in the secret number one. So that means that they are going to be, after finishing the secret number one, the section, pretty much they are going to have a zero objection with your offer.
Okay.
Because you are not just, you might be also thinking that is a part to just keep handling wolf other objections they have got. And use a story.
Okay.
So if you go back to the scroll down, if you go scroll down, don't have to go back, scroll down, and I don't want to help in mutant job. So this is just basically handle wolf objection. So just so one-stop shop, and you just handle wolf their objection. So they pretty much understand, your offer is their best offer. So if you scroll down, choose, move next one.
So this is what I mean. Can I delete some of these ones?
You can go to the next chapter, not a typical one. So the truth, if you wanted to delete the truth, is one, is slide 16.
Yeah.
Let's remember that. You can move to.
Do you think I can delete it, or is it important?
This one is quite important as well.
Okay, I'll have to follow the process. Okay.
So basically, the truth is that basically this is the last slide of the secret number one.
Yeah.
Basically, okay.
That's all right. It's okay.
I'll tell you. I explain to you, because sometimes you didn't understand, why they have a slide as well. Because I have go through the process many times, so I understand the process a bit better. So, okay. So when you tell a story, I mean, just let you know, people will be. I'm not sure you heard about the every popular thing in the sales industry. Probably in sales, people will buy emotionally and justify logically. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I just need to know, in anything, probably not just buy a product or service as well. I think make a decision, even get married or find a partner. It's always about emotion first. Then you think about logic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because without emotion, you are not going to make any decision. If you just try to be analytical, try to do everything, checklist. I mean, I met some of the super analytic person. Even if they are that kind of analytic, they still use emotion. And if you talk, there are some people I know in the stock market. They analyze data and stuff all the time. But they still lose money. The reason why they lose money is because they still cannot control that emotion. Like, okay, this is good time to buy, good time to sell. Same as property. There's some people just analyze the property, stock market, and the market all the time. But when it comes to buy the property or invest in property, emotion still is the number one drive. Okay, so that is just how human emotion works. So, but if you help them solve the emotion, if you don't tell them the truth basically is justified logically. So the truth is just more like a fact. Okay, tell them the fact. That is so the left brain was, that is so. If you don't tell them the truth, what happens is they've been sold emotionally, and they still haven't justified logically. What happens is they are going to have something called a buyer remorse. Buyer remorse is okay, you bought something and then you say, I'm just gonna give you an example. Have you bought something? Okay, you found, okay, because I was just so excited, and then I found out actually I don't need this stuff. You may want to like give them back or ask for refund. Have you done that?
Yeah.
So that's just basically telling the truth is just justifying logically. So make sure the left brain is, this makes sense. That's basically you need to have the choice. So move to secret number 2.
Okay.
Next one.
Yep. Okie dokie. Secret 2.
Yeah. So how to sell right now, and so this is basically handle objection, and which is the internal belief to get it and sell now. So if your secret number 1 has been done properly, let's say you follow the process and handle wall of objection, they believe your offer is the best offer put in it, but they have internal belief is the right time to sell, and then your secret number 2 is get it into.
Oh, sorry, I'll go back there. I will go back there for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Then your secret number 2 is to handle the internal, internal belief. So for them, they believe maybe it's not right time to sell. Then you have to tell them why it is right and so you may tell another story about how I'm not sure. This could be one of your client story. Actually, let me tell you the truth. It doesn't have to be your client story, because secret number 2, it can be some other people's story. You can use here as well. The goal of secret number 2 is to handle the internal belief, to get them to believe this is right time to sell. It doesn't have to be your client story. Just let you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. The only story have to be your story is your offer and your origin story. That's because you have to build a boundary. But secret number.
Oh, but this is, remember how I've got this family A and family B. So that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't have to be, because your goal is to so. Move on, and next one, put the area developer, Donald Brown. I mean, you just need to find a case study, and
So do I have to put in the case study, or can I just use this as the story, and then I've already given a story?
Yeah, story.
Yeah.
But a story, I'll have to say that there is a way to use a story as well. Okay. How to justify if your story is a good story or bad story? I mean, okay, you have to. I mean, on a webinar, that's why run webinar is so good. So end of the story, you just have to ask people. I think like on webinar is easy because you can get some feedback instantly. So how to make sure if your story really works. I mean, one of the key factor, actually one of the key metric is if your story has successfully helped them change their belief. Like get them to say, okay, it's not right to sell. End of your story, now they believe is the right time to sell, and emotionally they get excited about it. Then that means your story has has done the job. So that is how to.
Another thing I'm worried about, sorry to interrupt, but this is important, so I want to do it while I remember, if you don't mind, based on this part. Like, so some people might just watch it because they're curious. They might know me, or they might, they're just curious and having a sticky beak. And some people might not have a home, or they're renting, and I don't want them to go away feeling down, like, oh, I don't even have a home and I can't sell my home. And this message I'm going to be directing at some of the people in the town that have sold their old home, build a brand new one. It's a big trend here. But then I also want to cover like something positive for the other people. Like, I know I'm only targeting home sellers and people that are selling, but I would just hate for someone to watch this and then like I can think of about 3 that would go, oh, I'm not in the position, I really can't do this. And they actually can't, like they can't go and like they can do it. It's going to be a process though, which is why it's good to be with Dimpner, because she's really positive and anyone can do it. But I want to, or do you think don't worry about that? Just focus on what I'm here to do, and it's get listings and sell property.
So okay, you mean some of the people who don't even have a home, who they come to your webinar and then
I know there's a lot of people like at the moment that are really down, and they might watch it and then they might feel like they might just feel worse. You think just don't worry about that.
I don't think you need to worry about that. I mean, if they're just curious, if they are not on the stage and they don't even have a home, or they just come to your webinar, these people will really enjoy your story, and they will if they feel resonate with your punches, they will become your followers. And so they will, what they can do once they become a follower and they trust you, they may refer some people home to you. So
yeah.
I don't think you need to worry about that much.
Yeah, no, that's right. I just, yeah, actually, I got the feeling as I was saying it that
Yeah. So
yeah, we'll inspire them. Okay.
I have to tell you the secret. What I have discovered is I remember like when I went to some of the property investment workshop or seminar, not just about Dima Boho. Actually, some people actually at that stage they're not really ready to do investment, but they are really curious about property investment because everyone's thought about real estate, make money, build wealth. A lot of people who are just curious about it, but they are not in that state. I mean, they don't even have the money saving in the bank account. So, but this is a more long term. But they've been to that kind of workshop. I mean, some of the people, they know they're not ready, but they get information, they know about it. So in the future, when they go back, they know someone, they refer them to that workshop. Or when they're ready, actually they went back to board the program. So this one you don't have to worry about it. If these people are just curious, they are just like enjoy the webinar, and then they may refer some people to you, or when they're ready, they may come back to you later on.
Okay, I just got an idea that I'll do another campaign one day if I ever get time on how to help people plan to buy something like that. Okay.
Yeah, so that would be a different what kind of I mean, that will be a different type of audience.
Yeah, that's a whole different campaign, and probably suited more for a buyer's agent, but at least it's neutralizing all those other people that I was thinking about. Yeah.
Okay, so that will be a different that will be so far in this stage just first this one, and then
that's right.
Once you've done the process, later on you can just always go to target different.
And I may not because I have too many things to do.
Let's just move to next one. I'm not. Yes, so I'm not means basically you are addressing, you are handle the you handle other objection as well. So people the internal belief. Let's say first the internal belief you mean I'm not ready to sell because of timing. Then they have some other objection. The secret number 2, I'm not having enough money for window paid advertising. I'm not in a staging. So you just need to solve the objection, then you handle all of them. So they will basically have no objection to sell. Yeah, this solve the internal objection. Internal.
Yeah. Okay.
Internal means okay. Internal means relate to their own, limiting belief, like not have enough money, find the paid advertising, don't have skill money. External, it is the external condition they cannot control, such as the market condition. That 2 types. So
yeah. Okay. All right, I'll just put it there to remind me. I do. Yep, I got all that.
Okay, move to the next one. Yeah, true. So basically, just go through the process again. Just justify logically, and move to secret number 3. So probably for the best price without worry about market conditions. So if this external one, this will be external external belief. So move to the next one. Some people say, and so that
is what I have not worked on yet.
So move to the next one. Background, so staging probably down in.
Hang on, does this relate even? The best price for that. No. Oh yeah, that's right. That's when we come in.
Yeah, so move to the next one. Example.
Yeah, that one I'm sorted, before and after shots.
Yeah, so do you have any case study for secret number 3? Like
I have, but they're not like, they weren't the best photos, the before and afters, and one of them is actually LJ Hooker, so I don't want to use. What I was doing is I was going to RP data and showing them when LJ Hooker took the photos, and then when I did the photos, and they were so much better. But I'm just going to take something off the internet and give them a general example, like.
It don't have to be, I mean, really, most of people, you know, you don't have to be exact.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I've got the photographer in my area and she has a really good brochure and she says before and after, and I'll get her permission and I'll promote her or just use her photos. Yeah.
Yeah, good. That would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be exactly your one. Just let you know, because the goal is to shift the belief. It doesn't have to be exact.
Yeah.
Some people want to think, and this is basically handle their other objection about external belief. If they do have some other objection about the, you know, then you, I don't know, work out how much commission, or I don't know how to select the right agent. Yeah, that could be another one. I think most people don't know how to select the right agent.
How to choose the right agent.
Yeah, because most people just thought about it, you know, every agent is the same. I mean, from general public review, but unfortunately, because they don't understand the real estate industry, but every agent is different. You know, every agent specializes in different area, and some agents sell different type of property. Like some agents sell natural property, some agents sell house, some agents sell townhouse, some agents sell apartment. Well, so you just have to explain to you why you are the type of agent for them. Like you are the agent help them move to a new chapter of life. That is how you position yourself. And yeah, so you help them understand why, how to select the right agent.
Okay.
Okay, the truth, basically the same process as well.
Hang on, I just, yeah, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, let me ask you a question here. And pretty much about 1 hour of the webinar now, because the people already got so much information, has already ready to sell. Now you wanted to, okay, go back. Let me ask you a question. It's called trial close. It is one of the sales techniques. And by the way, it's not from Rosa. It's actually from a real estate guy. And his name is Ted Thomas. You can Google search about it. I learned about him. So Ted Thomas, he used the techniques to sell. I remember, I think it's how to help the people save tax from investing property something. Yeah. So that is what he was doing. He was an American. He was in the US. So he used to do like a sale on stage. I could do a presentation and a sale on stage and do a presentation.
What did you say his name? Sorry, Jason? Chad?
Ted Thomas.
Ted.
THOMAS. Ted Thomas.
Oh, Ted Thomas. Okay.
And the technique called trial close.
Yeah, thanks.
And the trial close doesn't have to be this question. This question is just one of the trial close. So what does it mean is that you are going to close now. Basically, you are going, because they've been sold. You are closing all the time. By the way, you are closing them from secret number 1 to 3 all the time. But this one, why do we call it trial close? Means this is not a real close. You wanted to find out, you know, how many people, because just be reason. Let's say you got I'm just be really reason. Let's say you got 20 people on your webinar. Maybe, you know, maybe 4 or 5 of them ready to sell or has been, you know, they wanted to, even if your offer is really good, even if you already handle all of objection, but you know, it's not going to be 100% of people going to say, okay, I'm ready to sell, or I'm wanting to work with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's say, likely from my experience, maybe 10%, 20%. That means you got 20 people, maybe 4 people. You know, so they will, but that's good enough. Just, you know, so 4 people.
Yeah, even if you get 1 out of the
you wanted to identify the people who are ready to work with you. So you use a question called "Let me ask a question." Are you enjoyed the webinar so far? What I mean is that you are going to you are going to start closing and start to identify who are the people you know, ready to take the action, ready to move the new chapter in life. You know, you are going to identify that. So yeah, that is the goal of this question. Let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying the webinar so far? And also so you can ask them to put a yes. If the people enjoy the webinar, put it a yes. That means that you are going to identify who are ready. So if you say, okay, 20 people, you say 4 and 5 yes, and then you get an idea, okay, 4 and 5 people who are ready to take action.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we've covered, that's basically, you know, summarize you've covered. And so make sure, a lot of people will forget about it. So you have to keep mentioning about, I know it's repetitive, but most people only remember secret number 3, because if you don't, This will be another techniques, and but I will explain to you later on. So keep going. Next one.
So
Wanted to.
this is what, can I not like, so do I have to repeat this again? Because if I don't like it myself, and or do you think it's not about me, it's about them? But,
So we have covered. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't like about?
I don't want to do it for so long. Like I want to keep it as short as possible, but long enough. But yeah, I want to summarize a little bit more.
Okay, so I'll tell you how you can summarize it. There's a technique. So we've covered the secret number 1 to 3, and this is just a brief summary to help them, remember what you've covered. So who want to take a next level? That is will be another trial close.
Okay.
You can put a question down. You can put a mark. So what does this mean? It is a trial close. It's a technique called a trial close.
Okay.
To identify into start closing. So free instant free and 1 hour. So
yeah, this I need to come back and tidy it all up. I was having
yeah, I think you missed out some of the slide. Move to next one. If you move to the next one, real stop sure. Okay, so you missed some of slide. What I mean is you should add 1 more slide between that. If you
I might have accidentally deleted it, or I might have deleted it thinking it wasn't necessary.
No, if you go back to the trial close, then add 1 more slide between. I tell you what to add. Now go back to the one. Yeah, go back.
33.
Add 1 more slide between. Yeah.
Okay.
So the slide should be added is you are already doing the trial close. I mean, what you can say, you can say, who has who feel like you are overwhelming by the webinar, or who feel like you are overwhelming of selling the property.
Okay.
Because you go through the process of selling property, like you offer, like everything. So they are overwhelmed. And this is another trial close as well. But this one, it is not just about trial close. It's something called transition to the sale. So you wanted to have the slide of transition to the sale. So what does that mean is let's say you already use the one of the secret number 1, 2, 3. So that is the content part. You give them education, educated them, everything. So they've been educated, they're ready to sell. Now you are transitioning that more like an elegant way to make sure this is like called a transition to sell. And then you can put a statement to say, okay, if you are overwhelmed, and I mean, let's say what you can say is if you're overwhelmed, I totally understand you, and that is why I come out with a offer.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are overwhelmed, I totally understand you, because selling a property is a big process. That is why I come out with this offer. So you are transition to your offer to sell now.
Which is on the next page. I'll just put it here and I can delete it again later.
Yeah, with this offer. Okay, move next one. So next one, now you are going through the offer: free convincing, free gardening, or free. And so now you are explaining to them about the offer right now. So that is.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I'll come back and tidy
then there is the one stop. So now you are explaining to you the offer. Okay, what is the offer is about? So then you go. So, but you have to tidy up. Make sure if you cannot explain in one slide, put it 2 more slides, and or if you put bullet points. Best one is putting like the checking or bullet points. Bang bang bang. So people can be clear what the offer is about. You may put it like more slides.
So you mean when I get up to this slide, this one, free gifts?
Yeah, like this. So people so free gift, you choose.
Well, yeah.
But go back to your one. No.
The first one.
No, it's 37. Slide 37. 37.
Here's what you get.
Here is what you get. I think this is what you get from the core offer. So this is a core offer. You can put it here. That is called
Oh, can I copy and paste these ones to this page and have this?
That will be too much. I think I don't put it
too much. Okay, so leave
yeah.
this. Here's what you get, and then move on to the next slide.
No, just put down here. Here is what you get from the core offer, because that's your core offer.
Oh.
Core offer means your like a standard real estate agency services. That's everyone is offer from that.
Oh, standard.
Yeah, so
can I write the standard? Do you mean?
Okay, you just mention about it. Here is a core offer. Don't have to mention about standard because
okay.
Because what I mean is okay, your antivirus. Yeah, I just have to. I think I just have to close down the window. The one you got.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so you already got cell phone core offer, yes, and then you move to the next one, yeah, 38, and this is tell them most of the agents they're gonna pitch them. So most of vendor, you know, they probably know, you know, this already. So you don't have to. So this one just people can say and what do you offer, but that's not going to differentiate yourself much. That's not the point. That's basically you do need this because why? Because that is it's kind of like a building the house. So this is a foundation because you are real estate agent, so you do need to offer, you know, what other real estate agent offer.
So should I say that here? Like this is the standard. This is what you usually get. And then
you don't have to because you don't have to emphasize this is standard. You don't have
because my standard is actually not standard.
Yeah. So if you move to the next one, move to 39 and approve. So this is basically you know show the decide to sell property and so which one improve. So this is you know one of your testimonial from
so that's okay.
Slide 40. Who this work for? This work for people who own property and often dead, divorced, death. So yeah, so you mentioned about who this work for. So that's pretty much that's all. And next one, number one reason why people don't get started. So this one still, if they do have another objection, you keep handling and say, I know if they don't have objection, you know, okay. So number one reason why people don't get started means people don't get started with your standard real estate services. So this is the objection, you know, basically, you know, you have to come out. If you don't have any objection, you know, you can just remove this line. But if you do have any objection, basically it is around the real estate agent. Okay, number one reason why people don't get started could be, I give you example about it. Most of people, they don't trust the real estate agent that much. So people don't get started means, you know, they may want to sell by themselves. Because you are pitching them about standard real estate services and people don't get started is, you know, I know real estate agent has have a very poor reputation. I mean, in general, just let you know, yeah, like a car salesperson. So they do have, they don't ever have good reputation. So most people don't trust agent that much. So I think you have to handle here. You have the objection you have to handle is to handle how do they, you know, explain, you know, about you know, you may explain, you know, here you may explain, you know, you may use one of a case study. You may tell them, you know, not every agent is the same because some agent, yes, they are not ethical, you know, that is why they make sure they, you know, they make the industry reputation looks very bad, but not every agent the same. Just like I guess you might, even if you can give them another example about well, even if in the industry like you know, like a legal or like a lawyers, you know, they are not, you know, even in that kind of industry, not everyone has ethical. You know, every industry has you know, good or bad people. Not good or bad people. Just every industry has people who are ethical, who are not ethical. You know, yeah. So here you just have to handle the objection about this. So people will, one.
Okay. So I'll get rid of all these ones. This is not right. Now's not the time. Too hard. That was the repeat. That's what the stuff I
yeah, you don't have to. You don't need this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of went off a bit track there. That's okay.
Just remove it. Don't have to.
All right. I'm just going to keep it for someone else in case I forgot to write it down somewhere else.
Okay.
2 seconds. All right, maybe I'm not going to do that now. Okay.
Okay, so move to the
Can you
next
see
one.
my page? Can you still see it?
Yeah, I can see it. And here's what you get. So one-stop shop and more value from other agents. So 3.5. When you choose mail, and is what I charge, and most other agent charge as well, total value. So, yeah. So here you just mentioned about your, one-stop shop and total value of this one. So, 3.3% to 3.5. Let's say if you can put on, figure of the, value of your services, basically. I don't know how much, if you sell like a, 500K home, that could be, 15K to 20K value.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 to 20K value. That's would be, yeah, that's would be most of the agent, the commission.
All right. I've got it. I'm polishing the layout because it's complicated. It's not like your normal offer because you got to add the marketing up front and the commission. But I'm getting it in my head.
Okay, sure. Move to the next one.
Sorry, I just want to quickly paste this because I might use this somewhere else. I'll be too.
Okay.
And then okay.
Okay, two. So here, home center checklist two, center tips, mortgage calculator standard.
This is the part where I feel uncomfortable creating the fluff. It doesn't sit with me, because everyone knows you can go on and get a mortgage calculator, stamp duty, government grant information. I know last time you said just do it, but I'd rather just put it there once and then not come back to it, and then focus on the real offer, the big ones.
Okay, so tools, home center checklist down. So this one,
like you see here, we're repeating it 3 times. So I just want to have it once.
Okay, tools. Yeah, so you mentioned about what tool, what next one? 45 would be with the tool you'll be able to, yeah, with the next one. Get rid of. Okay, so I know it's repeated 3 times, but the reason why it's repeated 3 times, you just have to, you have to, I guess you have to complete the slide here. So if you go back to 44.
So would it be okay on 44 if I summarize it? So I'm going to just say what it is.
Yeah. So you can put it. There's a formula about this, so you can write down the formula. Okay, I tell you the formula about the this one.
Okay.
Okay, just write down. Yeah. So the formula is when you do it. The formula to make sure your tool is valuable. Just make sure. Hey guys, thank you very much. Okay, you make sure. But not just about the make sure the tool is valuable. Punch, make sure every feature of your product is valuable as well. Okay, there's something called a feature. Yeah. So what does that mean is that you write down called a feature benefit.
Okay.
Benefit, yeah, feature benefit, and feature benefit and the ultimate meaning.
Okay.
Okay, I explain to you how this is 3 things. So you can put it in one slide, no problem.
Okay.
Just use home center checklist. Say, okay, home center checklist is one of the tool basically, and the feature of the home center checklist is to, okay, so home center checklist is a feature. Just you just use one of the feature in the product. Okay, the benefit of home center checklist is to help the home center prepare the home for sale, so they can save the time for the one. And the ultimate meaning of the benefit is so the home center don't have to feel frustrated and struggle to go through the pain of prepare the home for sale. By doing this, your tool home center just sounds will be way more just valuable.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, I know the meaning of it. I've seen lots of people do it over and over, and yeah, I
So,
understand why it meant.
so you can put it. So the basically is called feature, benefit, and meaning. That's one of the basically this is one of the sales. I didn't learn from Russell. Actually, I learned from one of the sales trainer. You know, he explained how you can get people. So he said, when you pitch someone, you pitch like Steve Jobs, and he pitched iPod. He will say, of course, a bunch of the he said about 1,000 song in your pocket. That is a benefit. So feature of the iPod is that is iPod. That is the feature. That is a product. Then he will say the benefit is 1,000 song in your pocket. Then he said what does that mean? Is the ultimate mean is that you will be able to get rid of the big, I don't know. I think they used to have a Sony like the big speaker. So that is the ultimate meaning. So that's what I mean. By the way, that one has been finished, and then you can use a formula. The formula I think you can write down as well. There is a formula to do it. So you can write down. I'm just giving you one example. If you can get a new slide.
Okay. Oh, you want me to start a new slide?
Yeah, new slide and write down one of the formula of the feature benefit. So when you so let's just use one of the home center checklist. So you can write down and home center checklist and included.
Okay, included, yes.
Yeah, include everything you need to do before sell your property. So that is a feature.
Okay.
And the benefit of using home center checklist is to the benefit. Yeah, the benefit of having the home center checklist
Yes.
is to make sure you have everything ready before selling your property or before putting your property in the marketplace as well.
Okay.
So then you can ask, what does the ultimate mean is? What does it ultimate mean? Yeah.
Do you mean this slide or not? Oh yeah.
No, just keep writing this one. Yeah. What does the ultimate mean is you don't have to go through the stress and the frustration of selling your property or prepare your house for sale. So that is how you make sure the feature, benefit, and meaning put into one sentence. So you just go through this in every single tool. People can say, okay, the value of this one feature, benefit, and meaning.
Okay, together. Feature and benefits together. Is that what you said?
Yeah, feature, benefit, and meaning together.
Feature, benefit, and meaning. Okay. All right.
Okay, so if you go back to the core offer, by the way, I'm just wanted to go back to the core offer. Go back to the core offer. Okay, so this is your go back to that core offer. No, not the tool.
Oh, the actual core offer. Well, actually, I have that more down here.
Okay, so you also get, so not this one actually is a core offer. Let me have a look.
The core offer.
Yeah, I remember. I think it's a few slides. I think when you receive, you choose. Okay, Rosa.com, you open marketing. So your core offer looks like identical with other agent, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Core offer.
That will be okay. I mean, so the core offer I can see it's not different. So you are gonna add another bonuses, another stack to differentiate yourself.
Yeah, so we have the core offer, then we have the tools, this one.
Yeah, so yeah, tool, and then you will scroll down, yeah, to next slide, no, next,
Oh,
just go next slide. So, okay, so yeah, that's one, next slide, 46, with the tool get rid of. So basically is yeah, feature, benefit, and meaning, that's what, next one. You can get rid of. Yes, basically, I know you don't have to repeat the whole thing. You can put it into one page, but if that is what two slide, you can put it in one sentence. So you don't have to repeat.
yeah, okay.
We come out like this. So problem solved, one-stop shop, and money and time saved. So problem solved basically it means that the tool, and you just mentioned about. Okay, so what I mean is you can remove the problem solved the slide, by the way.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because you already mentioned about the feature, benefit, and meaning. That's already mentioned about the benefit is of the problem. So time and money saved. So basically, you can remove the slide as well. You know, basically, it is.
All right, I will make a note. I want to keep this text because it took me a while.
Yeah, because you keep this one. This one just emphasize about the.
Yeah, but I know what you said. We just repeated it, so then I'll either remove the other one and keep this, or both.
Yeah, it depends on which one you keep, because
yeah,
it just you know, I know it's repeat. It's just repeated the.
Yeah.
The benefit and the meaning of that one. So you might be thinking, you know, I kind of, so this one is another objection about your tool. So people will have the, you know, tool.
Do I have to do all these objections all the time? Like, can I summarize all the objections in one place? I know the theory behind it.
So go, if you go back to the 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might be thinking I can't afford the one-stop shop system. So actually that's not the correct one. I think you might be thinking I cannot use a tool because the objection is around the tool, not around your offer.
Yeah. So this one, this is what I mean, like I'd rather focus more on the big offer at the end, and because I know I get lost sometimes with like, oh, it goes on and on and on, just get to the offer, get to it. So, and I think people now, yeah, is that okay? Like,
so, sorry, what did you say? I mean, I missed out.
This is the part that I want to summarize. I want to be much more concise and then get to the offer.
Okay. There is a formula about this as well. Let's go to slide. I mean, once you've gone through the slide, I will tell you which part to delete. One, and so just this one, this you might be thinking this one would be around the tool, not about the core offer. So you may just remove or forward the one stop, you know, because that's not the objection you are trying to handle. You're going to handle the objection of the tool, not the objection of the core offer here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you why it's going on and on and on later on, and why which part you can delete it.
Yeah.
So you may put a note here is handle the objection of the tool, because some people, you know, may have the objection of the tool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the perfect world, I have to say, in the perfect world, you just tell them the offer and people just buy it. That's just so simple. But unfortunately, the reason why this presentation, the formula work, is because truly is, you know, just I need to tell you a story about. Have you heard of like have you watched a movie called The Wolf of Wall Street by Jordan Buffett?
No.
Nobody. Have you heard about him? The salesperson on the Wall Street?
No.
No, The Wolf of Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, because you've told me lots of times.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I have watched it.
It just. I mean, I know he's a sales. You know, the movie is entertainment, by the way, but it's a true story between.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Actually, when I get started in selling, I mean, back to 2016, I actually got his program. I had a look at it, and the reason why he can be so successful in the sales is, he told one thing called a streamline persuasion system, that is a sales training program. Hey, just imagine if you have A to B, let's say this is you are not buying the product. He want you to buy the product. He saw the timeline. On the timeline, he got a word of objection. He need to handle. So basically, he write down word of objection, and the people have from A to B from the timeline. So if you got objection, he got one of the notes. Actually, on time, I think it's before Inter come out. He got some of the like a 3.5 like inch car, put it in the pocket. Get objection. He got this one. Handle until the end. I mean, this, I guess some of the element from the sales presentation come from that, because you just have to imagine, you wanted to move people from A to B, and
yeah, I understand where it's coming from, and remember, and I've been in so many sales, I go to so many courses, and I get it, and most of the time it's all valuable information. But these tools that we were talking about was the mortgage calc. These are the ones that I was saying that they don't really have a lot of value. Like, it's not like I can go, oh, this is worth like $1,000, $5,000 worth of value. It's really fake and dishonest, because everyone knows it's free and online. It's like, oh, it's all in the one place, one click. I can get my head around that, and I can do that authentically. But I feel like it's a lot of fluff and a lot of time.
The tool we got is is free, but I do have any other tool you think that is more valuable. What I mean is like how I'm saying chicken is some of the other, maybe cheat sheet or some other you think that is more valuable here, you can replace them here.
Yeah, maybe I'll meditate on it and see if I can come up.
Yeah, come out with some other tool that will be more valuable. Yeah.
Or unique at least. Yeah. Okay.
Just say if you don't have, but the tool is not the biggest selling point here. Just making them handy. So
I know. It's just I don't want to lose them right before I'm getting to the grand offer.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you get? So here is okay. Here is what do you get into this one. So you here just.
Yeah. This is, I mean, it's too much over and over.
I know. Here is if you scroll 51, slide 51.
51.
Okay, here this is a part you do need to list everything. What I mean is, okay, because you apparently on this point your webinar may be 1 hour, at least 1 hour now. So, if you hear most people apparently overwhelmed by information, and this is a tool. This is one of the technique. Actually, I learned from Russell Branson's friend Armin Morin. Actually, I went to Armin Morin's workshop in 2018. So he used way more crazy, but I mean this is just a briefly. So what I mean is here you have to list everything in your offer, like your core offer, your tool, and your so basically I think now you're up to your core. Why? Is because if you don't put it here's something called stacking. This is called as a stack. This is one of the technique called stack, S-T-A-C-K. Yeah. What I mean is, okay, you stack, so people can say your offer is not just about tool, because after 51, people's mind, they can't, most people. I mean, I'm not sure if you have this experience, but I have the experience. So you've been to, let's say have you been to some of the big seminar, like called like a 1 day, 2 day, or 3 days? Like I've been to some of them.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is like, of course, like when I bought Glenn Twiddle's program, or when Joel Bauer teaches me this, or like John D. Martini, like I understand they all have this similar format.
Yeah.
But do you think it's going to change now because of COVID and everyone's a coach and everything is sales? There's so much information that.
The psychology behind it. I have to honestly, for me, of course, I've observed many marketers that get the same format as most people. But the reason why it works is because psychology, and one of the psychology behind this is most people up to this point, if you don't mention about, don't list about everything in your offer, what I mean is they're only going to remember your tool. Because they're gonna forget about your core offer, because you mentioned about a core offer, but up to 50 slide 51, and they will almost forget about your core offer now.
Yeah.
What I mean is that they're only going to remember, oh, I remember, I give example about it, you know, one of the workshop, you know, I've been to it. I remember I think the speaker didn't use a stack. They didn't use this one. He just,
Yeah, Dimsner does. Ian Ergate does not.
I know
But
different, but
I
different
didn't buy
about
with Ian. I did
no.
buy with
I think Diploma use a co-offer. She used a stack. I know she used a stack.
Yeah.
And but I remember one end of the presentation, what happened is well, I can only remember the last item in his offer. He got so much stuff in the offer for sure, but he didn't, you know, he didn't summarize what's the whole offer is about. I only remember last, you know, I remember it should be like a Zoom group meeting something. I saw that's the offer. I forget about, you know, his core offer because the webinar is got a few hours now, but you know, because up to that point, you know, I only remember the last product I spoke about it. I forget about it, you know, the previous item. So if you don't summarize it, if you don't use a word stack, and what happens is you are going to, people is only going to remember your tool. They're not going to remember your core offer anymore because so here you are going to remind them, okay, they're going to get the whole offer. They're not just going to get the tool.
Yeah.
You are going to put the total value. The total value would be your offer plus tool. And so that is the total value.
All right. I'll work on this one. So
Yeah.
I'm putting the core and the tool or summary here.
Yeah, so the total value would be the price of the you know, the core offer and the tool.
Yeah.
You can put a notes here, you know, write a notes. So
I did up there in red, list core and tool.
Yeah, good. Okay.
And I'll put both. Yeah, I'll remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You also get, and this would be your this would be your, so okay, they got a co-offer, they got a tool, then they were going to get is a this is value adding services. So what I mean is the value adding services to help them get what they want, move to the next chapter of life. So this will differentiate yourself from other agent, like free conventional, free moving box. So, you know, blah, 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 you know, that basically move next one. So go through the, you know, go through the free conventional, it'll be a 30 years. So yeah, so you go through the process of the tool again, you know, feature, benefit, and meaning. So basically again, the feature of each one and the benefit of using your free conventional benefit of this one. What does that mean is save the money. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that is, by the way, this one you also get is one, you just have to go back and put on notes. Okay, the stuff they get is to help them solve the internal belief.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so solve the internal belief. Basically, it is you know, anything, you know, they have internal belief, you have something solution to help them solving. Yeah. So not, this is not just differentiate yourself, it also you know, does a job of selling as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, next one. Yeah, basically
Oh, that's all the same thing, isn't it? But the same repeat. We're repeating the 3 steps.
Repeat the process of the tool. That's basically what about.
Yeah.
And so next one, free cleaning. Yeah, strategy, 1 hour. What you are going to get? So what are you going to get? So here, yeah, you summarize basically this one. You are going to get a free gift and a free home check-in, is free conventioner, 3.5%. Yeah, basically this one would be if you put a notes here.
Okay.
Total value would be your core offer plus a tool. Yeah, plus
What's this one called? Value added?
Value adding services 1. Value adding services 1.
Oh, 1.
You have another one, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay. You also get, okay, this is for external belief. Yeah, you also get. So this will be another value adding services for external beneath. Stable selling your property, you know, and so your mail help you move on from the new external beneath. So yeah, move next one. Stable to sell property and prepare for sale and yeah, LG hooker, yes. Next slide. Next slide. Next one. So basically, it goes through the process again. The process is not much different. So this will be, you put down those. This will be your total value. You have to write down the total value. What the total value is about as well. Total value would be your core offer plus plus value adding service number 1 plus value adding service number 2.
Oh yeah, so we're going through all of these individually.
Yeah.
So this is where I want to summarize it, I think. Like, it's too long.
Yeah, value adding service number 2 as well.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, so you also get, then move next one. Okay, mark condition. Okay, I got it. In. So this mark condition actually is an external beneath. I mean, that one you has been missed out. So mark condition is more relevant if you sell a property and high price, that will be a price. So this will be another value adding service number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
High price. So you put your value adding number, value adding. Service 3. Okay, next one, next slide.
I really feel uncomfortable going through every single one of them. I think it's too long. Like, I think I want to keep them there for 1 hour.
Let's go to next slide. Yeah, you also get it. So if you put it here, total value would be core offer plus.
Because if you think about it, I go to a listing presentation, like it's up to an hour. I feel like I'm overextending my stay if I'm in the house too long. It's like they're tired and.
So let's just say once we finish the slide, we discussed about that. Okay. And once you just put down here value adding the total value. If you go to the total value section.
Total value.
Yeah, here. No, slide 71.
Oh yeah.
No, 71. That's
oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, total value.
I'm not doing it forever either. I'm getting rid of that. Is going to be my membership that they can have that for as long as.
Total value is a button under the button. So if you go to the total value, so you put it on notes, maybe you highlight with red color or something. So that will be core offer.
I think this is what we said, 38,000 last time.
No, you don't have to write down figure. You're gonna work out later on, but you should write whatever. So core offer plus the tool and plus the value adding service number 1, value adding service number 2, value adding service number 3. Okay, I tell you, value adding service numbers 1 is a value adding service to help them resolve all of the belief around your core offer. Value adding service number 2 is what value adding service you need to add to help them resolve the internal belief. And the value adding service number 3 is resolve what value adding with external belief.
Okay.
So that is why you need to have 3 value adding services.
Okay.
Yeah, so move to next one. So if what did what, so basically you justify the value of your, I think it's be a messy, I know, but you may clean up. You may just pull out one of your, value adding or like a core offer to say, okay, these are going to worth that much. So if they believe your core offer is already worth that much, and then they can see what the value adding service you put it here, you know, definitely can see the value of your. So if what did was, so basically is, okay, if what did was is, this is another strategy. I have to let you know. I mean, of course, you know, this is something called the pricing. Okay. Yeah. So this one is called the. You can write down the technique as well. Yeah, basically is pricing contrast. So what I mean is, okay, because the people do have some objection around your commission rate, they do. So when you compare with them about, you know, about, okay, if what did was with, you know, with the problems they've got, there are so many other, especially in the education and the training as well, like, you know, diploma who use it, Ben Harvey use it, I think Tony Robbins, too much, Rosa Brand. So they use a similar, but it is different. They use something like they compare their offer with like MBA. Like I remember like I think a diploma who used one. Let's say you can buy my, you know, training program. Sure, it's going to cost 10 grand, but he's going to show. I think she showed a slide about, okay, look at, you know, if you want to go to a, you know, business degree and like commerce, you know, 3 years, how much costs you? Look at if you want to go to a MBA, how much it costs you? And they show the worth degree. I mean, then they compare, contrast. So you can say, wow, yeah, definitely. And that costs way more money and you get a less value. This one you, yeah, so it's one of the techniques, you know, everyone uses it.
Okay.
So by doing that, and everyone thought about, yeah, if I want to learn business, I shouldn't learn from, you know, I should join the business training program because I'm going to pay 3 or 4 times more to go to a college. And also, I mean, the value I get, I'm not going to learn from people who have done it. I'm going to learn from professor who only teach theory or concept. Yeah, people can see the value. That's why.
So, okay.
Okay, so move to 74. Let's say 74 and 2 choice. So here I got 2 choice. This is something called okay, you mean I make it cheap or make it valuable, and yeah, so here you wanted to handle the objection of your commission rate as well. So you don't have to say make it cheap. You can say I can charge you less commission, or I can add more value to you. I can charge you less commission. You can write down.
Okay.
Maybe I can charge you less commission like other agent, you know, does, or other agent, you know, is doing. Some other agent cut a commission as well. So you can here you can differentiate yourself from other agent.
Okay.
Or I can add more value. So basically, you know, you tell them why you charge them much, or you tell them why you don't, you know, maybe give them a commission cut. So move to 75.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would be worse to you? So if what did was change your environment and energy harm, what would be worse to you? If what did make it easy in process. So basically, what would be worse to you? This is what be, well, this is another technique. Basically, is related to the pricing as well. And say, basically, you know. Okay, here you just wanted to the question, what are we worth to? I tell you the purpose of using this. I think last time I used example to you as well, and there's one of the in sales training I learned from one of the best salesperson. I said, your product is only, I mean, yeah, your solution is only valuable as the problem perceived. This is one of the, so that's why you wanted to make sure your solution is valuable enough. And I give example about it. And this is one of the example he give to me and say, let's say male, and let's say you have, let's say you got married, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Let's say maybe your husband's parents, and one day they give you one of the one of the painting, one of the drawing, one of the painting. They give you because they like about it, and they want to give you as a Christmas gift. So that could be a Christmas gift. But you look at the painting and you don't want to put it on the lounge because it looks so ugly. By the way, really. Yeah, because they are a bit older, they are like their age is like 70, 80. So their style they like is not really the style you like. It's really, really in like a old school was. It's just really too traditional. It's just like back to 19th century, kind of painting. They like it, but you don't really, and you don't want to put it in a lounge. You don't want it to put it in your bedroom, and you don't want to see it because it doesn't just make you feel. But but it's a Christmas gift. You just have to take it. You cannot just reject it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So but they only give you on Christmas. Let's say they only visit you on Christmas as well. They give to you, and as a gift. And they say, okay, I tell you a gift, but you in your head you're gonna think about it. I'm not gonna put it on my lounge. I'm not gonna hang on the wall because it's so ugly. I don't want to see this painting all the time. So you're not gonna see paintings. Then so you put on it, you hang on the wall, when they stay in the house for a couple of days after Christmas, probably after New Year, you decide you're gonna take it off. You're gonna take off the wall and say, I'm not gonna put it on the wall because it's so ugly. It's just not the style you like, by the way. It's a style they like because their age is a bit old, So then once you put on here, so let's say after Christmas, after New Year, because they always, call you, you always, contact them. Like most of the time, you answer the phone call. If they call your husband and you answer the phone call, they ask you, oh, hey, Mel, and how they will. Every time they call you, they'll ask you, how is the painting? Do you like it? Is the painting, hung up in the wall? Let's say your question will be answered. You say, yes, it's on the wall, it looks pretty, I like it. Of course, you want to, most of the people, the reason why you lie is because you want to make them happy. I'm just giving you a bit scenario that, you want to make them happy. You want to say, okay, yeah, because the Christmas gift, I value it. So I put it hang on the wall. Actually, it's not on the wall. And it is, you may just take it up and put it in the garage because you don't really like the painting. And so let's say for a year, and then near Christmas now, and so next Christmas, and they come to visit you, and say they come to visit you, but they didn't tell you and when they are going to visit you, and they're going to come in Christmas, but you just don't know. Actually, this time they come a bit early. What I mean is they want to, do a bit of traveling. They live in, let's say they live in Perth. They come to, New South Wales. They wanted to, they wanted to do real traveling. They wanted to, spend a bit more time. It can be early, maybe a few days early, and they didn't prepare. So they come here, and then one day morning they call you, and so actually I'm in the airport, and I just called a Uber. I'm going to come to your house in about 1 hour. And when I come to your house, and I want to see the painting because you told me every time the painting is hung on the wall, I want to say, if it's a painting, because they like the paintings, they want to see the painting. And so, but unfortunately, you put the painting in your garage for 1 year, and you just say, okay, they're gonna come here every time they call you. You told them it's in the lounge, it's hung on the wall, and now they're gonna come to see your painting. How do you feel about it?
Well, I've already been in that position, but not because I hid the pendant, because I lost the ring. Yeah.
Yeah. So you and also it is you really love your husband, and you don't want to lose your face. I guess most people don't want to lose their face. You don't want to lose your face because you're lying. You lie to them and say it's not a really big lie, but you don't want to lose your face, and your husband know you're lying as well. So so you wanted to you want to save your face bit. So what are you gonna do? You are going to and put the painting on the wall and before Christmas, yeah. Before they
How does this relate? Like, what do I put here? What would it be worth to you?
I use a story. You understand why it works like this. And so what are you gonna do? You're gonna quickly run into the garage, and when you run into the garage and you take it, but unfortunately, because the drill of the painting already been lost because you put in the garage for a long time. Sometimes you move the stuff around. So
Jason, I'm so sorry, but I've got to go. So I'm I've got to go to Taree, but I've got to ring people before
okay,
I go.
Sure. I go there. So
course, and I've got my. Oh, you have me doing so many courses, and I've got to finish.
Yeah. Okay, so one of when you finish that part, I mean, so this is you went to the bonding. I think you need to buy a drill and then put the pending on the wall, because you definitely need a drill to put on, because not a drill. So, but unfortunately, and everyone and in the Christmas they buy the drill and they wanted to how to decorate product. But there's only one problem, which is only one more drill left, and there are a few people who are trying to buy a drill. And when you're trying to buy a drill, another gentleman took the drill, and so the problem is, and another time you only have one chance. Or you say, okay, I'm not going to buy the drill because I may just lose my face. Or you can buy the drill from a gentleman and pay a little bit more price. Let's say, and the drill is about $5. Would you be able to? Do you want to pay the drill for $10?
Yeah, you'll pay whatever.
Okay, how about like $20? Because you are going to save your face. Yeah. How about like $50? Do you want to pay the drill for $50?
Yeah, I probably would.
How about like $100?
If I had the 100, I might. Yeah.
Yeah. So here I want to use a story because now you
remember this story now.
Now it is your solution is only valuable as a problem perceived. So what would be worse to you is here what I mean is you just have to you have to explain to you if your solution is valuable enough for the problem. So if they don't think, okay, your solution, if they don't, what I mean is that's why you spend so much time, go through the repeat process, to go through the pain, go through the struggle, go through the stories, because make sure they understand how struggle, how painful the problem is, then they will say how valuable your solution will be. They'll say what would be worse to you. So that's why. Okay, so let's move to question 676, and then we're gonna finish pretty soon.
So I should just be telling them, like, highlighting that if they choose me, like it's an extra maybe 50,000, 100,000 on the sale of their home, that type of thing.
Now here you have to mention about it. What would be worse to you is so if you were able to change the environment of the energy house, so you have to emphasize the problem to test if the problem for them is a real problem. I mean, I'm sure it's a problem, but if the problem is painful enough for them to pay the price to get your solution, to get your offer.
Okay.
If the problem is not big enough, I mean, give you an example about it. Let's say you buy a face mask and a COVID-19, because if you can buy a face mask, but if you only buy the face mask just for air pollution, like before COVID-19, you may sell face mask for $5, but pandemic, you're gonna pay $200 because the problem is so big, you are gonna face a death. So you can buy face mask for $200. That is why, if they don't think your problem, the problem is that's.
All right, I got it. I have to quickly finish up in a minute.
Yes. So let's say 76. So move to the next one and to see if I got any. So one-stop shop connector. So basically you summarize everything in your offer. That's all. And 77. No, 77. You drop down. So yeah. So basically you summarize everything in your offer. 78. Today. Yeah. So today, basically, you mentioned about special deal. So you summarize everything, then you give in the price. That is, what you normally charge. So then they can see the value. So 79.
Yeah.
You got two choice, 70 and 80, and so guarantee. So here, this is something called a risk reversal. You can write down as well. Risk reversal.
Okay.
This is one of the techniques I learned from Jay Abraham. He teach. I think he is the person who invented, and now I think every marketer uses. Risk reversal is okay. If the client don't help you exactly, then you don't have to mention about you're going to refund the money, because that's not going to be problem. But what kind of guarantee you can give to them? By the way,
I don't know with property, because usually it's time. Like, you know, if you're not happy within 30 days, you can cancel. I know other real estate agents that do if we don't get certain amount, you don't have to pay. I don't know what I should make my guarantee.
Okay, so for people, what is it? What and at this point, I'm sure your offer is good and they are ready to sell now because pretty much at this point they already been totally sold. But they may everyone don't want to take the risk because they worry about it. So
oh, actually, can I just like do a 7-day if you change your mind? Because by then it's not even binding because I'm waiting for the contracts and I've got to still sign the agency agreement. So if I get after this to pay a deposit, if they buy now, then they're going to pay a deposit which covers the marketing, which might be 2,000. But if I get them to pay a deposit for 250 or something to lock them in,
yeah. So okay, let me ask you a question. What are you trying to sell end of the webinar? I'm sure you're trying to sell something on there. What are you trying to
I'm selling them I'm getting them to sign up. Like I want them to buy the marketing and make a commitment for the marketing. I'm going in for the close, the sale. I'm not going for appraisals or this. I'm going in, list your property now.
So what's the marketing going to be used for?
The marketing, well, your general marketing. So you know when you have to pay marketing up front for realestate.com, social media.
Okay, sure. So it's a vendor paid advertising, yeah?
Yeah, vendor paid advertising.
Okay, so you are trying to sell vendor paid. What's the reason why you sell vendor paid advertising at first?
Well, so their property can be seen more. They've got to make that investment to make it seen, get a higher price.
Yeah, but they haven't signed agency agreement with you, yeah?
I know that, but that's okay. I'm making them they're going to make some form of commitment by because they're emotional, they're going to be excited. They're going to want to buy now. Then obviously they might not want to pay 2,000 up front or 3,000 up front. But if I can get them to give me something like $250, which is not much, but once they've paid, most of them, since they've paid the 250, well, chances are highly likely they'll follow through. Then I go around, I inspect the property, sign up with the agency agreement. We talk about how they're going to pay the rest or offer the finance for BPA.
Okay, I got it. So here, you can use a vendor paid advertising to get it in coming. So here you are trying to sell your offer, by the way, that's what you're trying to sell. But then then you tell them the next step is you have to be careful because what are you trying to sell in the presentation? You sold them the offer. So they definitely has been sold by your offer. Then, but you just have to tell them in the call to action is okay. The first step is to pay $250 as the deposit for the for the marketing. So risk reversal here, you can use risk reversal. You say, okay, if you let's say guarantee.
I'll make it 14 days because I'll take that long to do the photos, get the contract. They can change their mind within 14 days.
So 14 days, what do they get?
14 days, they're starting the real estate process. They've started step 1, a commitment. Rather than hello or can you come and appraise my property, and I go in and they're like, okay, I want to sell. We're just going straight to step 1. And then step 2 will be when I meet them in person to sign the agent, look at the property, and then sign the agency agreement, all in step 2. That's
okay, sure. So you I think you can do that, no problem. So you can do that. So you can use risk reverse on it. So let's say 14 days. If the 14 days and you are unable to help them, you can give them money back guarantee. Yeah.
As long as I haven't paid for the photographer. So maybe I'm going to spend more time on the guarantee.
Well,
yeah, because if I paid for the photographer already, and because I'm offering the conveyancing, so I would have started that process.
Yeah.
I'll have in fine print. If they cancel, I don't know. I need to spend more time on this one.
Yeah, but we can work out right now because I may help you. This one is quite important as well because if you don't handle this one, it can help you reduce the conversion rate. So let's say if they money back guarantee, which means that you take the money, you are gonna pay for marketing. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just make it 7 days. 7 days, and I'll ensure that I'll go get the agency agreement in the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
Then I'll know if they're in or not. I'll rephrase, like when I go in and sign the agency agreement, we're going over the agreement. Then they only get the general 1 day cooling off period.
Well, you can give it as much time as you want it because you are in control. It depends on how long does it take for you. A risk reversal actually is a benefit for you because you are going to get them to remove all of their risk, so they are going to basically has no any fear to.
I think I'm only going to get them to watch the webinar and then pay $250 deposit. And then that's what I will guarantee back. If they change their mind, they can have their $250 back. And
okay, so when can they get $250 back? Like let's say if they pay them $250, and then you are going to help them with marketing, like realestate.com.au, domain.com.au, and you are going to help them with convincing, and you are going to start the process of real estate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start the process, but
but if they change their mind, what I mean, like
I'll have to delay it. I will have to delay it by 7 days before I take the risk.
Okay, let's say what is the risk do you think they're going to take by pay $250?
Oh, the risk to them is safe. I'm worried about me. If I go and then they've committed to list a property, then I need to get moving and I need to get the conveyancing, the photos.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned about them. It's only $250. I'm concerned about me.
Okay, but how long does it take you for you to make sure you can guarantee, you can start a process?
That's what I mean. I think I need another guarantee that I need to think about it more. I know another agent in America, and he has his guarantee. He's mentored by Joel, and he guarantees to get, it's had something to do with the price or time, that he's going to sell the property in X amount of time, or he's going to sell the property and get 10% above market value, I think is what something.
Yeah, I think that's what I've seen agent do. I think that one will be too hard because really,
yeah, that's what I mean. I need to come up with another guarantee.
Yeah, you cannot guarantee like you can sell 10% above.
I know, I won't be doing that all the time thing.
Yeah, it's market we cannot control. I mean, it doesn't matter how good the real estate agent is. It doesn't matter how good the market. They cannot control. That is something about real estate. Really
I'll have to give them the maybe I'll even reduce it to 4 days. Completely refund your money. If you change your mind, you have 4 days. It's even longer than the 1 day cooling off if they sign up with an agency agreement. 4 days is enough time for me to delay, to go and inspect the property, go and meet, get them to sign up to the agency agreement on day 1 or day 2, day 3 or day 4. I'm holding back until the 4 days is up, until the 1 day cooling off period is up as well. Then I'll go move forward to order the photography, the contract, all of that. Yeah, I got it. It's good. That's good. I'm done.
Okay, sure. You can put it here. You can put it here to test. Then later on, if you find a better guarantee, you can
I better make it 3 in case they are Asian and don't like 4. 3 day refund. And I think I'm only going to get them to pay maybe $500 or $250 or.
Yeah, that's not much. That's just like a small commitment. So yeah, it is. But it's important. They do need to make some commitment. Otherwise they're not gonna do anything.
That's right. Yeah.
81. So move to the next one. 81. 81 would be.
Actually, I'm just gonna make this here. Yeah, I don't want to deal with them if that's $250. I don't want to have to refund them. That'll be a headache. Okay, moving on.
Oh, yeah. The real question, yeah, it's worth gambling a few minutes. You turn to check it out, even if half of the mission will pay your market in the 3 months. Yeah, so this one basically Yeah, just ask them. You know, basically it is for the people who sit on the fence. You know, people still wondering, oh, should I do it or should I not do it? I mean, so basically you push the people off the fence. So move to 82. And this wasn't enough ready. So move to the next one, bonuses. So this would be, this is for the people who, okay, I'm telling you. So without the bonus, I'm sure you are going to get around 2%, or let's say maybe 10% of people. Let's say you get 20 people, maybe 2 or 3 people already being sold. Now, bonuses is going to use to, okay, one of the key things, I think bonuses is going to use it for create, you have to use, you can write down a note as a create urgency.
Yeah.
Say, yeah.
So they have 2 hours?
Yes, you know, 84, you can go back to 84. So convincing is everywhere about so it's not time to me now. Package time effort finding the convincing is going to, so yeah, so create the urgency. So because people, you know, you wanted to get it in computer right now, so midnight. So you want to say, okay, this one is you know, is you don't have enough for everyone because the convincing takes the time as well. They cannot offer to everyone. You just say you may only. Yeah, you only put a timing. You just say, okay, if you end of the webinar, you may give them a timing to say, okay, when before.
The first person.
Normally I do is, well, I have to say the best so you can do is next 24 hours or 48 hours.
I think I'll just put the first person. Like, even if I get, you know, 1 person out of a webinar or automated webinar.
No, you don't want to get a first person, because if the 2 or 3 person get it, you know, it's not going to be good. So
all right.
I think put a timing is the best. The timing would be first 24 hours.
Okay.
Or 48 hours. How long do you want to take? I think normally people make decision. If the people want to make decision, 24 hours should be enough.
No, well, okay.
45 hours. Well, you can 48 hours should be enough. 48 hours.
Yeah. Okay, 48 hours.
48 hours, 2 days. That is 2 days.
All right, they get enough time. Okay.
Because after 2 days, I let you know. After 2 days, they're gonna forget about your webinar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So 85. What are you gonna get? So basically, this is a stacking. So total value to emphasize everything you're gonna get. So they're gonna remind the total value, and 86. Get started now. Okay. So click the link to get started. 87. Get started, and click the link to get started. So you can give them a link. I think in the webinar, if you use are you gonna use Zoom or webinar Gen?
Well, I'm going to do it 2 ways. Like, I will prepare myself for the webinar and Zoom.
Yeah, you can use Zoom to do it.
Are you talking about having a webinar, like inviting them in, come and meet, and it's all live, and there's one? Then also I want to automate this. Like,
well, I would say in the beginning, don't automate it, because at the beginning you are not sure if your presentation is good enough to convert it. Then
I've never used Webinar Jam, and I don't really want to pay that much.
Okay, let's just say use Zoom. Use Zoom as the you know, starting point. Use Zoom. So when I have to say, you know, test it. Take at least I should run this. If you are able to do it, maybe you do it once a week. You do it for 3 months, and once you've done it, then you say, okay, you get 20 people, and 2 people will get a link, and you can see it has been consistent. Then you automate it. So you do it once a week, and once you run it, you got enough. You know it. There's another reason why you make sure that is important as well, because once you, okay, let's say once you test it, let's say you run once a week for 3 months, that means you've been running for like 10 or 12 times of the live webinar already. So then you automate it. So when you automate it, then another time you can poach the joint venture partner like a mortgage broker. Why? Because you can tell them if they send 20 people to your webinar, you can get 2 people, and then they know the percentage of the referral fee you are able to pay them. So
Jason, I've got to go. Sorry, I've got to go take my daughter.
Yeah. So when you automate it, I think you use Zoom for like 3 months, at least for like a couple months, And to test it, your conversion rate is consistent, then you automate it. So that's what ATA. So if you have anything left, ATA. So let's say close the slide, and when you get end of the, so from ATA, you can just we can remove ATA to 104 now.
All right. What were all these? Why are they here?
They are just handle all of the objection, but some of the objection maybe you don't have it because they handle all of the.
I definitely don't need any more, but okay.
You may from 88 to 104, you may just need to remove all of them because you are not gonna you're gonna.
No, I'm not gonna use them. I just want to know what they're for, so that's good.
Yeah, that is like objection handling. That's pretty much all. And so I think your presentation pretty much most of the thing has been done. The only thing you just need the add a picture, add an image, and make sure case studies already. Oh, that's all.
I'll tidy it up. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So once you've done it, and then so next time I think when are you going to do your first webinar? Do you think?
I'm not sure. What day and time do you think is best?
Day and time, well, depends on the people you target. Are they most of people pretty much work 9 to 5, so that's most of people you have to run around Monday to Friday around 7, 8 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the other last question that I was just going to ask? How do I get people to the webinar? Like, am I targeting because I noticed today, Tom Panos, I was confused because usually he, like in the past, has guided us to go for expired listings, and that's okay. Yeah. But today his message was about like agents taking other people's listings. Now I'm confused. Like, so who am I going to target? Usually I'd be going for the expired listings and I'd have no guilt. Yeah. Because that's what everyone else was doing. Like, it took me a long time to get over that and do that. Yeah. So they're the ones I want. How am I going to get the people to the webinar? Okay, how are you going to get the people to the webinar? This will be I think this one. I got to go. Don't worry. I know. This will be but I can just briefly to explain to you, and I can brief into you. You have to learn. I think I'm going to maybe give you another training session. I'm going to do a bigger training here. Most people don't know how to do a marketing campaign. You have to learn how to use a marketing campaign to get people into webinar. Okay, I just summarize and you have to go. That's all right. We can do it again. I just have you I think have you watched the American president campaign? Have you watched the American US election? Have you watched it in the past few weeks? Have you? Not really, but every now and then I get it. Okay, so it doesn't really matter, but the process is the same because they're not just going to run Facebook ads. So okay, I'm going to elect a president. So they are doing a lot of serious process and just like running a big event. So your webinar is an event. Just let you know, you run a campaign, get people into webinar, and the campaign, so there is some of the strategy behind it. But I think first you focus on the webinar, and now what I would suggest you is the faster to get people in the webinar is going to the Facebook group. If you search for the Facebook group. Okay, I'm so sorry. I really have to go because otherwise my daughter's going to miss out on the skate. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Bringing all the people back by 4. So. Yeah. But work on your webinar first, and then we maybe have a conversation about your campaign, get people into webinar. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye. Bye. See you.